Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. Fear has gripped southeast Nigeria as banned separatist group declared another sit-at-home protests. Streets across most states like Anambra, Enugu, Abia and Imo remained deserted for the better part of the day as residents fearfully complied with the order issued by the indigenous people of Biafra. The group, led by jailed Nnamdi Kanu, issued a directive to commemorate Biafra Remembrance Day, a solemn remembrance central to their separatist agenda. Security forces across Nigeria have been placed on high alert as the separatist group enforces its directive throughout the region. Authorities have issued stern warnings against any attempt to enforce the order through violence. The group, which advocates for secession from Nigeria, has officially been designated as a terrorist organization by the federal government. Well, DW Samson Omale tells us why this story matters.
Since 2021, these sit-at-home orders have triggered a devastating circle of violence and economic collapse in Nigeria's southeast. Today, markets that would normally be bustling with traders and customers stood early silent. Schools remained shuttered behind locked gates, and the few vehicles venturing onto the roads moved with palpable urgency. Anxiety was evident, and some analysts say the compliance of the sit-at-home protest stems not from solidarity, but from deep-seated fear. What began as symbolic acts of dissent have transformed into a protracted crisis with far-reaching consequences. The IPOB movement is pushing for the independence of Nigeria's southeast. Kanu is currently on trial on treason charges in the capital Abuja, but secessionist sentiment remains strong. I spoke to some Nigerians, and here's what they told me.
The sit-at-home imposed in the southeast is not a good omen at all, because it's going to affect the perception that people have about the southeast.
The southeast has lost a lot as a result of even the sit-at-home declared. Now the major one that they want to also really be observed on 30th of May will be very, very catastrophic to the entire polity, both politically, socially and economically in the entire southeastern part of the country.
And Congolese have taken to social media in a fierce condemnation of their Justice Minister, branding him a hypocrite who preaches against corruption while practicing it. Minister Constant Mutamba is an embattled man after the National Assembly last evening voted to allow an investigation into accusations that he misappropriated nearly $20 million that was meant for reparations for war victims. Here's what you need to know. The 37-year-old minister, a post he has held since May 2024, is known for fiery statements, including proposing death penalties for those who steal taxpayers' money. The nearly $20 million was from a fund paid by Uganda to compensate Congolese victims of fighting between Ugandan and Rwandan armies during a 2000 war, according to prosecutors. This sweet have been recalled by German-based candy maker Haribo. They are known as Happy Cola Fits. The recall only applies to 1 kilogram bags sold in the Netherlands. They are being recalled because traces of cannabis were found in at least 3 bags containing the product. So here's what you need to know. Haribo has asked customers to return Happy Cola Fits candies with a best before date of January 2026 and the product code L341-400-230-7906 for a refund. Despite the low number of products found to contain cannabis, the Dutch Food and Consumer Protection Authority says Haribo had issued a complete batch recall as precaution. At the time of this report, the source of the cannabis contamination remains unknown. And finally, football lovers have a special date this Saturday to wind up this season as Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan will face each other in Munich for Champions League trophy. What is your prediction? Who will win? And that's all we had time for today. Are you interested in constructive analysis of news happenings? Just hit the subscribe button, like, and comment on the stories we highlight. DW Africa is the channel's name, and I am Chinaza Samuel.